Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of our journey through Westeros with Eddard Stark. As you guys had left us last time, we were just literally won the war of Robert's Rebellion. So let's quick play and get back into it. So as you might remember from the end of the last episode, we had a few minor lords rebelling. So we're just going to go deal with those with the army we've still got in King's Landing. Still being led by Eddard Stark. And we just have a look at the people who are still rebelling against us. The War of Thornton Independence, that's not going to go that well for you. Single estate against the whole of Westeros. And then there's the War of Shipbreaker Bay Independence, which they are actually winning at the moment. We're actually winning at the moment. So this is Shipbreaker Bay. But as you can see, the Iron Throne, which is now Robert's command, he's got 3 huge armies sat in there. And in fairness, even us going south isn't really going to help that much, but Robert is our friend, so it's probably cool to support him. So the Battle of Amberley, let's go to. So that's just us walking through. We'll have caught into somebody on the way through there. Still so impressed with the map on this game. It's just so detailed. Really is beautiful. And at the moment we're losing a lot of money, because we've had our armies raised for a while now. So hopefully, as soon as that war's won, which it already has been done, and as soon as we win the one for Thornton, we'll be able to disband their armies for a bit and get back to just building up a bit of a reserve, really. So that's that one war won. So we're just literally about to siege Thornton. Make sure all how's my council doing? Yep, so I've still got the people I really want counselling. Also, Eddard's son Rob came out freakishly tall, aka huge. So that'd be pretty cool. So it's already given like a free martial start, and he's only about 1 year old. And oh dear, losing men, are we? So yeah, we're sieging Thornton now. King Rob's army's just chilling away, moving about. It's actually got him leading it as well. But he don't fancy it, does he? He's off for a burn. So I'm just gonna speed the time up a little bit. Ah, another child. So I'm gonna name this one Bran. Brandon. I'm actually going to siege this, actually properly attack it. Yeah, so there we are, we've won. Just wait for King Rob to call that war. Yep, Thornton Independence is over, and that guy's in prison. So now if I disband my troops now, happy days. We're actually making money again now. So I've had a new intrigue option, convert to Legion's culture, which I'm not going to do, because if anybody who's watching this is obviously a fan of Game of Thrones, and the Northmen keep the old gods. We do have two people in prison. So Rhaegar Targaryen, and I think we also have the daughter as well. So now King Rob would hate me if I release these, but for fun sake, I'm going to ransom that one for 10 gold. And then release her as well. So how many of the Targaryens is there actually left? Rhaegar Viserys is dead. Alive, sorry. Aegon's alive. So it'll be interesting to see if there's like a claim come back from the Targaryens in the future. Because he's actually the heir to a lot of things. So the charity's going well in the north. So we're going to zoom it along a little bit now because Westeros is at peace, and this is probably one of the lesser interesting times in the game. Get past the autosave. So yeah, so that's how Westeros looks at the moment. The only place that isn't colonised is Summerhall and Old Stones here, so they're ruins. And Summerhall, basically there was a huge accident there when the Targaryens tried to hatch a dragon's egg, so the whole place burnt down. And Eddard Stark, I decided to bestow upon you the Warden of the North. You are hereby charged with the defence of the North in the event of any foreign threat. Pretty awesome. So basically the whole region of the North, which ends about here, this is all mine. Obviously this is where the wall is and the Night's Watch. This is beyond the wall. And so it doesn't seem like there's much going on at the moment. So let's do some intrigue. So I really hate the phrase in the game. Obviously a lot of book readers will know why I hate the phrase. So I'm going to send an insult their way. You're a rumor false knight, and your envious false knight ways you repulse me. So yeah, we're going to get this guy. I absolutely hate him. But look how many family members the phrase have got. Unbelievable. Now, if you haven't played this game yet, you're wondering probably why I'm not constantly at war or always trying to conquer places. And basically, you can't always conquer places. You have to have a valid reason to do so. So these are obviously, the green is me. The yellow area. So I can actually attack these if I wanted to. I can dispose liege. So for there, if I were to click him, I should be able to. Oh no, I can't. So yeah, it says I don't have a Valus Casus Belli, it's called. It's from basically the old days. But I have no reason to go to war with them. So I'm going to zoom the game on a little bit. So King Robert's invited me to a feast, and it looks like I'm pregnant, but it hasn't actually come up. And obviously I'm not pregnant, my wife is. So King Robert greeted us at the feast. And I've made friends with Balon Greyjoy of the Iron Isles. And the feast is over and I'm travelling home and the warmth has gone from me. So yeah, apparently now I'm friends with Lord Paramount Balon. Which probably wouldn't happen in the real game. In the real thing, but yeah, still cool nonetheless. So just checking around really, seeing who's still in charge. So the Tullys are still in charge of the Riverlands. Jasper Aaron is in charge of the Vale. So Mistress Nida has dragged her unfaithful spouse, Master Helman, before me and insists I should punish him. Oof. Helman Torlart. So Helman Torlart is one of my vassals, basically the people who I call on in times of war. And he owns Torrance Square, which is just here. So what should I do? Who the hell is she? So we're going to put him in the dungeon for a couple of days, because I'm a just kind of guy like that. I don't want people being unfaithful and shit. Hopefully he comes out of the dungeon though and doesn't die in there or something. And I'm also going to hold a feast as well now, because I've got enough money to do it. And it's a good way of boosting your popularity, and as soon as your popularity boosts, your troop numbers boost as well. So I can already call on sort of 40,000 troops if I had to. I really want to go to war with somebody. So I'm going to spend enough on food for the feast to satisfy everyone's hunger and getting some good entertainment as well. I'm just sending out the invites. And Lord Del Meldrek has turned me down. Your loss, sir. Your loss. Wow, so my wife's actually born the child of another man. The Septon. It's pretty weird. So I'm gonna have that guy arrested. Fuck that guy. And I've had a request for a duel come through. So though I had thought Master Hosting to be a more reasonable man, his request to be allowed to duel his rival was slightly erratic. Master Hosting claimed to be constantly subject to affronts from his rival and asked for permission to defend his honour. I'm going to allow the duel. I love dueling. And to be honest, I'm also going to arrange a divorce with Catelyn now. I don't want to... Oh, should I though? Basically, because she's from the Riverlands, if ever I were to get into a huge war, they'd be more likely to support me. Oh wow, so I'm the Warden of the East as well now. So for some reason he's not giving it to Jasper Aaron, he's giving it to me. So let's see, have we got anywhere where we can go to war? Oh, just let me get the autosave passed. So it looks like the feast went down pretty well. So I actually can declare war on King's Landing at the moment to declare my independence, and something I'd consider doing, but I kind of don't want to as well at the same time, because I feel they're pretty well armed, and I've only got 40,000 men, so Chael, I'm going to exile Chael because I was really pissed off. He's obviously slept with my wife. That's not great. I've sent him to the wall. And I'm going to start a faction. And Prince Aegon for the Iron Throne. So I've just started the faction that's going to put, if possible, put Aegon on the Iron Throne. See if anybody joins. That'll be quite interesting. Also worthwhile seeing if King Rob's still my friend. Yep, still my friends. Even though I'm publicly wanting to depose him. Although nobody's joining at the moment. So actually I'm going to go for independence. It's really cool to rule as like an independent North. I've just got to hope at least 2 more of the 7 kingdoms join me, else I haven't got a chance in the war. You'd think King Rob, being such a great friend of mine... Oh, actually, yeah, and this he's still married to my sister. I'd forgotten about that. So these are kind of my nephews. You know what, I'm going to support King Rob. I like that guy. This is the only problem with Crusader Kings today. If you sometimes like you'll have a big pause in the action when nothing happens, and it's just literally like dealing with minor sort of lord arguments, etc. And all of a sudden something will go crazy, and you'll get the biggest war you've ever had. Lord Tristan of Willow's Wood has been released from the dungeons. So, Hallis Marlon wants to go to the Citadel to become a Maester, so yeah, I'm going to give him leave to go. See how the Lannisters are doing. King Tyrant looks like he has smallpox or something. Has the plague. I need to appoint a new Master of Coin, so I'm going to appoint Jory Cassell, who, if you remember from the first part of this game, we gave him King's House. I think this is King's House, no? Oh, wrong one, last time. So I gave the Cassells King House because the Magnus died out. So, let you guys read that. The peasants are basically revolting. I do love a good revolt. That's Stannis the Wicked. Why does he say wicked? It's a random car horn going off there, guys, if anyone wanted to hear that. So the friend of a friend is my friend, a motto I try to live by, and sometimes that is an easy truth. Friend of a friend was introduced, I immediately felt a connection with this stranger, so it's Lord Roderick of the Iron Islands, so apparently we're going to be friends as well. I really want the twins. Oh god, I clicked it by accident. Okay, so now I'm in a war to claim the twins. So we can call on our allies, so Lord Stannis. Please come to my aid, please come to my aid. Did not mean to do that. Jaime Lannister. Oh god, how is he here, ally? So Paramount Renly. John Arryn. Of course we're going to do that, so that's John Arryn. Really did not mean to do that. And fucking Jaime Lannister said no, he's not going to come and join me in the war. No, Stannis, what a piece. Ah, Renly. That might just put me in trouble, actually. Okay, so now we have ourselves a war on. The good thing is, so far though, they have no allies come to their help either, and I can hire some mercenaries if I had to. But they're quite a lot of money. Oh, okay, here they come. It's a strong song I've declared for them now, so that's a region of the Vale. Oh, pause the game. Oh, it's unfortunate the first battle's being fought and my army's got absolutely whipped there. Problem is in the north, it's just such a big place to try and mobilise your armies. And winter's coming. Fantastic. The good old Stark motto. Winter's coming. Right, so I've got my first army ready to go there. I'm going to groom Rob for command. So that's an option you get for your children. I'm going to push all these armies together. That's 23,000 men. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to get all my men together and push them all to this region. 38,000. Get them into the twins as soon as I can. Wow, I think they have more men than me. They definitely do. And they're hiring ships by the looks of it. Yep, they're going to come around and try and attack us at the north. So with this army here, I'm going to bring them 3,300, bring them central to Winterfell. That's just told me the people in Winterfell can no longer work the fields. We'll see about that, will we? So now literally battle is joined. Because they're attacking across a river, it's going to be worse for them, and we've got more than double. And I'm being reinforced by another 10,000 men as soon as possible. Skip it on a little bit. nervy. So they're attacking up north as well, so I'm going to need to defend there. Come on, get these reinforcements there. Looks like we're about to win that quite comfortably actually. Yes! I managed to capture this guy. Somebody's captured Hoster as well, so where's he? I'll tell you who's caught him. Oh, so one of my vassals had caught Hoster Tully. So now I can enforce demands. Yes. Won the war. Awesome. And now I have the twins. The vassal of mine. So we'll stand down with these armies. Yes, that's really cool. So now I've got the twins, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it to one of them. Educate child. Sorry, Stannis, but you're not educating my child. Educate child. So I'm going to do it myself. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to give it to somebody who's been pretty loyal to me. So I'm going to give it to Howland Reed. Lordship of the Twins. And Lord Benjen, who I forgot I'd married to Cersei, has just had a child. Oh, unfortunately it died. Oh, so Lord Benjen's not got he needs it. So I'm going to give him Moat Cailin. So he's actually got his own bit of land to rule from. Alright, so this game's really shaping up now. So I've got Starks in control of Moat Cailin, obviously Winterfell. I've given Howland Reed the neck and the twins, so he's now... Oh, he controls so many troops now. So he's now a massive bannerman for me, really. Allowing me to raise almost over 44,000. And that's with a lot of people still sort of half troops and etc. damaged. Yeah, so I think we're going to leave it there for today, guys. And oh, I don't want to put them in prison before I go, right? Yeah, that's cool. So awesome, guys. We're going to leave it there for today. Tune back in next time. Make sure you subscribe, etc. And yeah, so next Monday, the next part will be out. Cheers, guys.